Well, hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. We are back at our truck and we are traveling within Texas this time. I think we're going from Dallas to Laredo? Laredo? I don't know how to say it. With some paper, I believe. You know what? I'm sure we won't take too much damage if we just go this way, right? Efficiency. Am I stuck already? Can I go back? I'm stuck already. This vehicle adjustments, no. I didn't even know you could. I centered myself immediately. Well, that's a new thing. Let's turn the car back on. We're moving. Okay, let's get the lights on. Okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it, everybody. Let's see where we're supposed to go. Hey, look, I discovered the Freightliner truck dealership. So, you don't take damage, okay, but I think that's where I started right there, to be honest. You don't take damage, however, you can high center yourself, so just keep that in mind. You know what, I'm just gonna go. I've lost time. We got that need for speed. We try not to hit the ambulance. Perfect, that's all that matters. Alright. Ooh, look how pretty that is. I wonder what those things are. Let's go to Dallas and find out. I like the lights. I like the green thing. Is that like... That's not a roller coaster somewhere, is it? Could it be? It definitely gives roller coaster vibes. Is that like maybe like a Six Flag or something? Alright, we're on the road now. We've lost a couple, like $1,000, give or take, from a few red light violations. But we're on the road again. Look, come on, no hands. Maybe a few hands. Maybe a little bit of hand. And we are going. Looks like we gotta switch over to... Are we going towards Abilene? Nope. We are not going towards Abilene. We're going this way. Life is easier when I shop at Eddie's. I don't know Eddie. Okay, good thing I was paying attention to the map because we would have just kept going. I really dislike overpasses and stuff like this, like in this game, but even more so in real life. Like, they just seem so scary to drive on. I still like iconic clip of me going, wow, I feel so scared driving this, and Azurite driving into me so hard that I flipped. I was really mad about that one. And then, excuse me, the worst part about that was, it told me to service behind where we were, so I had to go through that intersection, or through that area again. Also, if anyone's curious where Azurite is, because normally, you know, you'll see him on the map or about, or sometimes you hear him. I have not played American Truck Sim we haven't played it for a while. I've been playing it a little bit. And so I've got a new profile that I've been using. It's my KeeperFrogs account. And we have been using that. I have been using that to play through if he is not available. Ooh, Fort Worth. I have been to Fort Worth, the airport in Fort Worth, but I think it's like Dallas Fort Worth Airport. I've been there, so like, you know, I'm basically a native to this area. No. But yeah, so I have a separate profile for when we can't play together because we're trying to match our level up so we can always take the same trips together. But yeah, so That's why there's no Azurite. He's busy. He's working away on a Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer, in fact, right now. Um, which I could never. I don't know about you. Okay, like I have played Ocarina of Time. I love Zelda games, but more so I think I enjoy the idea of Zelda games. Because so many times, I don't think we go that way. So many times I try to play the games and I'm like, wow, I suck at these. Specifically Ocarina of Time. I think it's the camera angle. I really struggle with it. I think I got as far as the Forest Temple, which I think is like, no, maybe I got to Spirit Temple. Forest Temple? I don't know. But I don't think I will ever be able to beat that game without someone beside me, hand holding me, and telling me exactly where to go. And it's a life goal at this point, because I have tried like 4 or 5 times to beat that game, and it just ain't happening. I have beat Zelda games. The first Zelda game I ever beat was Wind Waker. Love that game. Had so much fun. I also played Phantom Hourglass, and I beat that. And I beat the remastered Link's Awakening. And then I have also beat Link to the Past. That's the Super Nintendo one, right? Because it's on the Switch. So like I beat some of them. And I just love the idea of Legend of Zelda games, but like I said, it hasn't been great. It hasn't been great. But one day, perhaps. Okay. I think we might have enough fuel for a trip. Rest, however, is not something we're going to have enough of, so I'm going to have to find somewhere to rest. So we're going to keep an eye on the road and maybe grab the next rest station or rest stop. The really interesting thing is when you don't have your own truck, like your own truck, you can make sure it's fueled, but when you're renting vehicles, when you're picking up the loads, you will have varying states of fuel. Sometimes it's Waco. Sometimes you will have all the fuel you need. Other times you won't have any fuel. I think we'll probably have enough fuel to get there because we're still over half and we have less than 6 hours to go. But the sleep thing is like super low, so I'm gonna have to rest for sure. And so far, I don't think we've taken damage to the truck, like knock on wood. Maybe we could stick with that and not take damage. Ooh, these are pretty blue lights. Oh, it's a bridge. I legitimately thought that they were just like illuminated tubes. Oh dear. Oh dear. I got really excited too. I was like, this is so pretty. Like, I love that it's like so unfunctional, but no, it was not unfunctional. It was very much functional. Ooh, prime rib. Ooh, steak night. I had steak for dinner last night. Pretty okay, but oh my goodness, like the price of things in grocery stores nowadays. I got like just like 2 like marinating steaks, which I used to pay like $5 for. $9.68 or something. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the cost of living, especially like groceries in Canada, are awful. I don't know how it is elsewhere, but in Canada it's not great. Like it's I live with family, and so we split groceries and stuff, so like I don't have to pay like the full bulk of it. Like, I'll just be like, if I'm just getting something for myself, like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's insane. And even like going out to eat, like we used to go, my mom and I would go to McDonald's, and it used to be like $20 for us both to get a meal, and now it's like 30. And at that point, you might as well spend the extra like 10 or $15 and go to a sit-down restaurant, which is what you can do. Ooh, I wonder if she wants to go for lunch tomorrow. There's this place here, and they have like fantastic like homemade food, like the fries. I'm kind of like, whenever I go places, especially if I don't know what it is, what they have, I always, oh, we got a rest area coming up, cool. I always like to check the menu first to see what they have, and if they have either chicken strips or a steak, like I'm pretty good. Like, I'm set. Like, I know I can have those things. But a place that has good chicken strips or like good chicken strips, like, and this place does, I would say probably the best in the place that I live. Do I go here to rest? I think I can. E. Enter. I'm getting some rest. This is the interesting thing about when you're driving on your own versus when you play with somebody, is if you were playing with somebody, your rest stop is just grabbing some, like a coffee, and then you get right back onto it. Whereas if you're playing on your own, you actually, oh my god, I'm so dumb. I didn't need rest. I was reading that thing wrong. I'm not doing great on this trip. In my brain, full blue, and it was like coming down and then it would go to red because that's how the fuel goes. But no, the blue goes up. Oopsies. We didn't need to rest, but you know what? We're lazy, and that's okay. We might be penalized in terms of money. But you know what? It's nice to drive during the day too. We haven't done that for a while. I'm pretty sure the last 2 trips were predominantly at night. So, but yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I always check the menu. I'm really picky when it comes to, sorry, I think somebody said selective, and I like the way that they put it. We were at a store. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm picky. And she's like, no, you're selective in what you eat. And it's true. It's like a huge texture thing for me. So anyways, chicken strips, I always check to see if they have that. If it's a fancier place, I always make sure they have steak. And then that's what I order. It's either chicken strips and fries or steak. Sometimes I'll do a beef dip, but so often, restaurants have been making beef dips more like almost like a Philly cheesesteak. So you've got like cheese and onions and peppers and stuff on it, but it's like, no. Beef dip is bread, beef, and a thing to dip it in. So I'm very particular about that. We make a pretty bomb beef dip at home. My mom will like cook a roast, and then I toast the buns with like butter and garlic. There is like, I do love not having to cook, but there's, something like great about a home cooked meal. I'm like, I could have driven up there and then back down. There's no reason to, but I could have. Ooh, but there'd be a red light. I'm glad I didn't. Nice. We're getting our speed up. We're at 80. It's a 60-mile-an-hour zone. Lagrange or Lagrange? I wonder. See, I'm always like curious because like being from Canada and speaking French, I would go Lagrange would be how I would say that, but like I know like some names like that would be anglicized, so it'd be like Lagrange. I also have a friend, her last name is very French, which I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to dox her, but and even though her dad is francophone, she constantly will like anglicize it to make it like easier, and I'm like, but that's not your name. It's not your last name. Which lane do we gotta get into? I think we gotta go into this lane. But like, it's fine. I'm sure we don't need to get in there like immediately. Oh, I see what we can do. We can definitely scooch. We can scooch. I almost hit that car. That was like super close. But we didn't hit it, and again, we are doing all right. I can't believe that I did not read the sleep thing properly. Again, I'm happy that we get to drive during the day, but like between, oh, why go to the exit when I can just drive over this curb and getting stuck, and that, we have wasted like 12 hours, I think. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, now we gotta get, I don't even understand why it told us to get over there then, if it's now telling us to get over here. Interesting. Bank, 0% interest. Regional something. Oh, San Antonio. I'm pretty sure that in this save file, I have not discovered like any of Texas. So I think everything we're hitting, we're discovering, which is pretty cool. Drake's. Gallon Oil. Well, that looks like Buc-ee's is what it would be called in real life, I think. I've always kind of wanted to see like one of those massive like gas station rest stops. I saw one, my friend and I were driving into Orlando to go to Disney Springs, and I saw like one like kind of big, which was like bigger than anything I'd seen, but that was massive. It's like has its own like postal code. Sorry, zip code. We're in the States here, bud, not Canada. San Antonio discovered. We got 8 out of 30 of the Lone Star State, so we're making our way through. We are less than 200 miles away, just over 3 hours. Things are going pretty well. This is, besides the dumb things we've done, pretty good. Corpus Christi and Johnson City coming up. I think we're doing all right. And like, I mean, famous last words, right? It's always when I have an itch that things go terribly wrong. Laredo. Oh, that's where we're going. I would say Laredo, not Laredo. I'd say Laredo. I could be saying it wrong. Granted, I am like so awful. I can't do phonetics. Like, I know some people can look at like phonetically spelled things and be like, oh, I got this, but I'm like, why is the E upside down and why is there like an accent? I can't. And like, it's brutal on Twitch for me with usernames. And I'll be like, Sherman. I am so sorry to get it wrong. And they're like, it's Sherman. And I'm like, oh. I mean, it's not quite that bad, but it's not great. Oh, this is gonna be questionable, but perfect timing. There we go. I need to get into those lanes again. I'm just gonna get in front of this first white car here, because we're in an exit only, which I don't want to exit. Perfect. Perfection. Now we get to the outer lane, which is perfect. That's where we're going. We're going Laredo. And we didn't hit anybody. Win, win, win. Oh, pardon me. All right. Things are going well. Oh, shoot. Yeah. I saw the cop, but it was far too late, and I was going 20 miles over. Really tight drive. Zarzamora. Zarzamora. There we go. It came back to me, so I could try it again. Not me like, what are these buildings? It looks like a coffee shop, a donut shop, a burger shop. Donut Planet, okay. What's that one called? Dream Burger? I love it. I love it. Like, you can tell what they're like supposed to be, but I love it. I'm still mad about that rest that I didn't need to take, but like I said, it's fine. I am enjoying this casual Thursday afternoon or evening drive, I guess, because it's after 6. I wonder if my lights are on. They in fact are not. There we go. Now we won't get in trouble. It's 7 o'clock, and 7 o'clock when you get it. Well, I don't know if you get in trouble for having them on early, but 7 o'clock p.m. if you do not have your lights on, it doesn't even matter if it's like bright. It doesn't matter at all. And you can set it up apparently so you can have them go on automatically. I've got it so my high beams will switch, but for some reason I don't know how to do the other one. Please pull in. We can do that. Hopefully that thing gets off the way station before I get there. How is that not on there? Thank you for your cooperation. Honestly, feels good to have no damage when you go into that. I've talked about before, if you have a decent amount of damage, sometimes it makes more sense to blow past the way station, because I think it's like $700-ish if you don't stop at the way station, but if your vehicle is not in great shape, it can be significantly more to stop at the way station in fines. So just a heads up on that one. It's sometimes better to skip. Oh shoot, I'm running out of fuel. How much time do we have left? Oh, I might make it. That would have been a fuel stop there. I don't know if there's another one on the way. I would assume there'd be one. 100 miles. The good thing is the last two things I have upgraded have been fuel economy. So we might be okay. Not me cutting off the car behind me and like driving with no hands. It's surprising that I don't get into more accidents. Laredo. If I see a place to stop that's not like a huge drive off, I'll go. I think I have to go. You can, with your service, you can get fuel brought to you. So like, it's not like I have to get towed. I've never had to do that. So like, we could see what that looks like. Because like, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's not looking great. Stop serpentining. You'll use less fuel because you'll go less distance. How far I'll go. See the light in the sky meets the sea and it calls me. And no one knows how far it goes. That's a rest stop. Unhelpful. It's one of them big rest stops. But no fuel there. You would think, like, if it's that size, you would think there'd be fuel as well. But it's fine. An hour and 3 minutes. It's gonna be close, I think. We could make it, or we could run out like 9 miles from location. There's no way to know. I think we just, I think we're gonna run out. The question is, how far out? I'm gonna say 9 miles. I'm gonna say we're gonna be 9 miles out of our destination, and we're gonna stop moving. Which means we have to go like another 40 miles from this point. It could happen. I did see, okay, there's these Aussie podcasters that I've watched. They used to be radio and now they're podcasters. And they sometimes do shows and stuff. But they had they did a challenge to see, once you run out of fuel, how much further can you go? And I think they ended up going for like 3 hours once the car hit E, which is like really quite impressive. Like the batteries in their cameras that they were using to record died, and they had to like use their phones to record. So like, I think it's just, E is just, you know, a suggestion sometimes. Okay. I think we might make it. 24 miles left. I wouldn't recommend doing this in real life because running your tank dry cannot be good for your vehicle. Because you can get like air in it, I assume. We're talking like I know things. But you know, kind of okay so far. 5 more until we get what I figured. Which one do I need? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Laredo discovered. Okay, we're at like 9 miles now, and you cannot see. Shoot, is that where we're supposed to go? You cannot see the gas line at all. I was a little confused by that. Oh, it's the overpass that was confusing me. Okay, 6 miles out. I think we're gonna make it. If we don't, we're gonna like run out right at the gate. I swear at this point. Oh, that's... No! 4 miles! Let's go. Anyways, as I was saying, I like those little designs on those columns. I can't believe that 4 miles. I said 9. And then once we got past the 9, I was like, oh, we got this. Which doesn't make sense because just because you got past the 9 doesn't mean you got this. But hey, one can believe. We're like, that's interesting that they only give you that much, because like I'm wondering if it's like they give you enough to get to the next fuel station, because there is one right up there. Oh no, there isn't one. Interesting. Because like, oopsies, at that rate you could like keep having to pay for that. I guess pay better attention to your fuel economy, but if I hadn't driven into the rest stop, I might have made it. Hi, Frank. Am I late? Yeah, probably, bud. You don't even know. I wonder if that's why he's there and like checking his watch. We'll find out. I've never been late before. So this could be interesting. But like that nap probably didn't help timing wise, right? Oh, there it is. Decoupling. Let's find out. Excellent. Okay. It took me 18 hours. I'm pretty sure that trip was supposed to take 7 hours, but we got there and we leveled up. Fantastic. Dallas to Laredo. I don't think we hit a single thing we weren't supposed to. We got a couple tickets for red lights and speeding, but like solid. Again, if you like this content, make sure you do subscribe, because every Monday right now at least we're doing American Truck Sim drives, and it's been a lot of fun. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.